everybody? Matt Ryan here with you on the Creator Sports Network. We're getting ready for the Raiders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. See here on our screen, we got a bunch of games coming up tonight. Got a bunch of games going on right now. Cincinnati just scored a touchdown. They're up 10-0. Let's take a look at Green Bay in Pittsburgh. There's a TV timeout there, but a 4th and 2 between Indianapolis and New England. 7 minutes left to go in the first frame. I'm Matt Ryan. I'm so glad to be joining you on this Thursday evening. I want to thank our friends over at Fan Live and obviously at the Creator Sports Network as we will take a look at the action as we continue to bring you an unprecedented look at the National Football League. That punt from Owens will go to Prentice. Prentice will find himself going just about 8 yards, tackled by Owens. 57-yard punt to set it 1st and 10, defending AFC champions. As we get ready for Raiders and the Cardinals. Last time we saw the Cardinals, they got walked off on by the Carolina Panthers at the Hall of Fame game. We've got Green Bay and Pittsburgh going on right now. Once football action starts in the desert at Allegiant Stadium, we'll bring you that action. And if you've never seen our Fan Live feeds before, we bring you an unprecedented look at the National Football League. As we take a look now, it is in the second quarter. Flacco stepping back, throws it to Endries, and that'll be the touchdown that set things up to make it 9-0. But we will go to the live action here. 1st and 10 across the board. We also have going on the Chargers and the Houston Texans. We'll check on that. And tomorrow night we've got some games for you. There's the kickoff from Cincinnati. That'll be returned at the 1. McPherson, 65-yard kick, and that is a 27-yard gain for Lovett, making it 10-0. The Lions with the ball. And not necessarily what you would think you would see early on in this matchup. Flacco starting for the Bengals. Joe Burrow not in the lineup. And we'll bring you the live sound. Carry for 9 yards will be 2nd and 1, 9:29 left to go in the first half. Hopefully you guys have had a good week since the last time we've streamed with you. I've had a very long week. Not a bad week, but a long week. I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm going to more than likely go to a museum here in New York City. Have a fanciful time. The handoff to Sailors, and Sailors will gain 3 yards. That's enough for the first down. As the Lions look for their first points of the evening. Early game here as we take a look at Allegiant Stadium. The game starting soon. We're in the middle of warm-ups. So we will go back. Let's take a look at the big play between New England and Indianapolis. Tommy DeVito. And there's a penalty on the play. Well, let's take a look at this highlight. It was an ineligible downfield pass. That was to Raritan, the tight end. Could have been a big play. But that one got called back. As we will go back to the live action. Let me take a look over the highlight there. We'll go back there. Shout out to Emmett Remus. Watching along in the chat. Good friend of mine. It'll be 2nd down. No gain on the play. still getting used to the user GUI with all of this stuff. Because I'm an old man. I'm not like a young, hip creator. I am a unk, I guess? I was having a conversation with somebody about that recently, where it's like, my chopped, washed, whatever the modern terminology is. Oh, that's the Larson. Larson will get to the first down marker and more, 16 yards from DeVito. But an illegal block above the waist on New England, and this New England team looking very undisciplined as they will go back after that gain. Every time DeVito is trying to get something off, and Larson's a big part of it, they're getting sent back to the line. So, have to wonder what they're thinking. 5:16 left to go in the first. We got a little new user GUI there, some updates. It'll be first down. The snap. DeVito looking for an option. Throws this one to Blackman and, to Hollins. Hollins will get it and get the first down. 18-yard play off the shotgun. Emmett, I think that Unk was a thing way before the Bear. I think that was something that was in the nomenclature of modern culture before the Bear got there. But not sure, but it'll be 1st and 10 for Indianapolis. For New England. The handoff to Miller. Miller will find his way through. We'll get to the Rubicon known as the 50-yard line, past that and get brought down. And it'll be 2nd and 7. And it'll be 2nd and 8 as we join our main game live. Genty was the carrier for 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 7 for Las Vegas. Kirk Cousins incomplete on the throw to Ashton Genty. So we won't see Mendoza get some reps here to start the game. We might see him in the second half, maybe even the second quarter. And it will be 3rd and 7, Kirk Cousins with Mayer in motion. Watch that safety up top. The snap, Cousins. The throw to the sideline to Beck. And Beck will be able to hold on to that one. 10-yard play. That's enough for a first down and then some. The tackle by Johnson, number 2. Cardinals put in a solid effort against the Panthers last week in the Hall of Fame game. We'll see how they match up against a fellow team that resides in the desert. The snap from Cousins. He will roll out to his right, try to get to his tight end. That should be enough for 5. And they'll give him 6, and it'll be 2nd and 4 as the clock winds down here in our first period. As a Raider fan, as someone who has been a Raider fan for the most part, bye, buddy. As somebody who has been a Raider fan for the majority of my life, there's some hope, but I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm also a Giant fan, so I'm just kind of like snake bit wherever I go. 3-yard carry from Ashton Genty. He gets brought down by Nolan and Wilson. But it's a first down, and the Raiders are driving early. It'll be 1st and 10. Oh, no, they'll mark it 3rd and 1. Will not give him that extra yard. But got to get past the 45 for the first down. And the way the Raiders have been moving the ball, might be a possibility for them to pull this one off. 14:09 left to play in the first quarter. Watch for the handoff to Genty. He finds his way through the line and then some. Will get brought down near the 36-yard line. 10-yard carry. took two men to bring him down, Wingard and Taylor Demerson. As the Raiders utilizing their running game and Kirk Cousins on the passing game to set a frenetic tempo early and keeping the Cardinals defense on their back feet. As it will be 1st and 10. Cardinals really have to put pressure on Cousins or just cut off the running lanes. Unsure if they'll be able to do that. Tight end, that's Tucker, the wide receiver in motion. Cousins throws it to Tucker underneath. 1st down and more. Will get brought out near the 20. And another 1st down for Kirk Cousins. 16 yards on the play. Tucker pushed out a play by Johnson, and they'll set him up at the 20-yard line for a big 1st and 10. Another back-to-back play, back-to-back 1st down. It looked like 3 straight plays where the Raiders would get 1st down off the run from Genty and then 2 quick passes from Cousins, utilizing the speed of his receivers. Under center, 2 men in the backfield. Las Vegas hits it off to the running back. That is Washington for 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Cardinals able to counterpunch on that one. Clock continuing the wind down. Arizona's defense has to answer the call at least 2 more times. Try to force the field goal unit on the field. It's an easy 3 points from the 18-yard line. But can the Cardinals turn the fickle finger of fate away from them and towards the Raiders? The snap. The throw. Sideline. That is caught by Tucker. Will not be enough for a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 3. Trying to make those underneath short passes is Cousins and trying to extend the field. A bit of my strategy in Madden and college football, not to be too blunt. That's usually how I try to play on offense. Create opportunities underneath and extend the field in the yak and whack territory. But that's why I usually get washed in Madden. We'll see what happens here. 3rd and 3. Cardinals defense needs to stand up one more time. The snap. Cousins throws this one. That is Mayer, the tight end. Slip, slide, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Raiders. So Kirk Cousins, the veteran, using some methodical playmaking, set up the counterpunch. Then on 3rd and 3, gets it over to Mayer. 13 yards, puts 6 on the board. Las Vegas, the first one to cash their ticket here in the desert. And they will be up 6-0. Aiming to go up 7-0 with the extra point. And we will check around the league a little bit later on, but after this we'll take our first commercial break. And by that I mean I'm playing you old ads from back in the day when I was a child, when I had hope, when I had light in my eyes. The kick is up by Gay. And we'll have a grand old time. 7-0 Gay with the extra point. The Raiders with the lead at 7-0 here in the desert. We'll be back with more in just about 90 seconds.
WNBC Radio's Don Imus now in third. Stepped on the toes of a few people with their outrageous and these some of the things they said were a little indiscreet. But lucky for us, our listeners like the kind of people we think of Joe.
Find out what everyone's so excited about. 66 WNBC. If we weren't so bad, it wouldn't be so good.
Great event tonight happening in King Kong, Golden, New York. The Giants win the pennant at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the wins on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free t-shirts, buttons, buttons, and frisbee. Nobody beats the win on the Sony Five-Side Watchman TV. Unbeatable at $119 on the portable 5-inch TV with AM/FM radio. Unstoppable at $59 on this strong AM/FM stereo double cassette breakaway. Unbelievable at $39. Grand opening sale out on 13 Win stores.
Call 245-3535. That's 245-3535. Call now, even if you're just thinking of moves. It's the smartest move we ever made.
We're coming on.
I'm Roy White, and we're coming on.
I'm Fritz Peterson. We're coming on.
I'm John Ellis, and we're coming on. I'm Mel Stottlemyre. We're coming on.
I'm Bobby Mercer. We're coming on.
I'm Ralph Howe, and they better come on.
We're coming on. Are you coming out?
I love the stage. I love the age. I love getting around. I love the sound. More people love New York because New York has more to love. I love the buildings. They're so tall.
Me? I love it all.
Call now for your free vacation kit. I love New York.
I love New York, and I love that we're here with you on the Creator Sports Network. Before we check back in on the Raiders and the Cardinals, the Chargers are in the red zone against the Houston Texans. It's 3rd and 10. The snap. Looking for an option. He's going to get on his bicycle. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete. And Los Angeles. The Chargers offense coming into Los Angeles. Thought they had the keys, but the customs man, known as the Texans defense, will deny them, so they will have to go for 3 here. A litany of field goals so far this evening. We'll check back in now with the Cardinals as they get the ball. It'll be 1st and 10. 24-yard gain from Smith Mazzarette. As it will be 1st and 10 for Arizona. If you're just joining us, Matt Ryan here with Fan Live on the Creator Sports Network. Bringing you some NFL action on a Thursday night. We're going around the league, but the game we're focusing on the most right now is Cardinals, Raiders, the 1st and 10, and the Raiders giving up a few yards. As Jeremiah Love will get the carry, 3 yards. Took Dean and Johnson to bring him down. It will be 2nd and 7. Both teams with all their timeouts. And the snap rolls to his right. The throw to Wilson. Wilson will not get the first down, but will make it 3rd and about 2. Jacoby Brissett with the pass. And this team with a solid young core, Jacoby Brissett alongside Marvin Harrison Jr., their former quarterback, just announced this week as the starting quarterback for the Vikings. The snap on 3rd down. Brissett to Harrison. Harrison, can he get there? No, that will be incomplete. But a penalty, defensive pass interference. So new life at the 35-yard line. The Raiders, instead of getting it 4th and 2 and a fresh opportunity to add more to the board, they give the Cardinals some life with 8:31 left to go on the clock. It will be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Brissett and company. Took the big risk there. Did not pay off the way they wanted it to, but they still get the first down and then some. Which has got to be what you want if you are a Cardinals fan. Victory come in the morning. 1st and 10. The handoff to Love. Love trying to create opportunity. He'll be stopped and stymied inside the 45-yard line and closer to the 40. That'll be 2nd and 8. Have to get past the 37-yard line for the first down. If you're listening along at home and not watching, the Cardinals are going from left to right. Set up on the 30. They have to get past the 37, set up at the 43-yard line. The snap to Brissett. Brissett feeling some pressure, feeling some trouble. And it looks like that one will be either a timeout or a meandering play. Second and 13. There's a false start, 5-yard penalty on Sulamalo. They'll set it up again, second and 13 after the penalty. Throw to Jeremiah Love, and Love will get him back to the line of scrimmage that they had set up before, or a yard away. It'll be 3rd and 11. Third and 11 for Arizona. And if you're watching, whether on the Creator Sports Network or Matt Ryan is yelling, say hi to throw, and Wilson getting a high ball, getting 18 yards, first down Arizona. And the Raiders defense shooting the Cardinals massive bail after an 18-yard toss to Wilson from Brissett. Sets him up at the 28-yard line. Could have been 4th and 2, but somehow, some way, the Raiders defense giving up the PI and getting Arizona near the catbird seat. The snap. Algier drives through the line, pushes through for about 7. And it will be 2nd and 3 as the Raiders defense giving up the goat here early going, same way the Cardinals defense did. It's a bend and not break situation. Raiders want to maintain the lead right now. Unless they force a turnover or something really breaks bad for the Cardinals, they'll at least be within 4. They can hit the field goal. But we'll see. Algier runs to his left. Algier peeling down the sideline, gets the first down and more. 7-yard carry pushed out at the 14. A fresh set of downs for Arizona. And the defense for both teams finding themselves a little bit out of gear, a little bit stuck. As it will be a fresh set of downs for Arizona. Jacoby Brissett leading this young offense down the field. And a snap from the 14-yard line. Algier will get the handoff to the right, smothered, covered, and stopped behind the line. It will be 2nd down. No gain on that play. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Well, they mark it 2nd and 11. Let me know who you think is going to get the dub tonight or what games you're looking forward to this weekend. I know the NBA schedule will drop today for a bunch of teams in the National Football League. 6:11 left to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Brissett will hand it off to Algier. Now it's back to Brissett. It looks like that play was blown dead. That was another false start on the Arizona offense. It'll be 2nd and 15. Quartiano given the false start. It'll be 2nd and 15. Brissett in the shotgun. Love set up to his right. The snap. Brissett. Not a lot of time. Will roll out to his left. Throws it to Bourne. And Bourne looking to show his identity. Gets near the first down marker. Not enough. It'll be 3rd and 2. Or more accurately, 3rd and 3 on the 7-yard line. Ball set up at the 7. Arizona only needing 2 yards for a fresh set of downs. The snap, Brissett rolls out to his right. In trouble, throws it to the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. lights the lamp as the Cardinals get themselves within 1, 7-6. The Cardinals back in the fight late in the first quarter. Harrison's first catch of the game, his first official target after the PI call earlier on this drive, and that makes Brissett a perfect 5 for 5, 44 yards, capping a 73-yard drive in just under 6 minutes at 5:57. 7-6 your score. We take a look after this field goal. It's goal and go to go. It's goal to go. So we will check in with Green Bay and Pittsburgh and then take a quick break. They have a team timeout after the short pass. So we'll take a brief timeout. We'll come back to this and a whole lot more. This is the NFL on the Creator Sports Network.
No one pictures me as a jock. Go figure. But thanks to Modell's sporting goods youth selection, I've changed all that. Modell's has a million of these, 10 zillion of these. The brand name equipment I need to compete in any sport at low, low prices.
Like select Adidas court and running shoes. Save 20%.
And what prices?
Thanks, Shorty.
Hey, come back here. That's my ball. Stop him. Modell sporting goods, top brand name.
Great music happening. Good friends chilling. A fat afternoon. But when the music stops, the party's over. Check your This Week at Nobody Beats the Wiz Circular and get the 411 on the hottest selection of affordable portables around. So crank up the tunes and say hello to summer. Nobody beats the Wiz.
I miss Nobody Beats the Wiz. Matt Ryan here, not trying to chew in your ear. Wild Thing 69 asking, why am I watching ads from the 90s? Well, in between the game breaks, I like to have a little bit of food, and I don't like chewing in people's ear. So I send it to break real quick so I can have a quick nosh and play some commercials from when I was a child. But it'll be goal and goal to go for the Pittsburgh Steelers once they are back with the action. Take a look around. New England up 3-0. We got a tie game in our main game. Cincinnati up 10-0. The Chargers up 3-0. And it will be goal to go from the goal line. Matt Ryan here with you on the Creator Sports Network. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know your favorite team in the chat. Let me know what team you're rooting for, what you think the Super Bowl might be this year. Will Seattle find a way to run it back? Pickett from the goal line. The handoff to Nichols, and Nichols will find himself in the end zone. Pittsburgh taking the lead 6-3 as they'll set up for the field goal, the extra point, to make it a 7-3 lead. So Pittsburgh scores first. We've got a goal to go in our game between Los Angeles and Houston over at the Reliant. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Houston, down 3-0. Wild Thing 69 saying the Raiders will be a Super Bowl winner. You think that'll be off the arm of Kirk Cousins, or you think that Fernando Mendoza will get his shot? We've yet to see him tonight. We might see him a little bit later on. Houston on 3rd and goal. The throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Davis Mills getting it to Wayne, 5 yards. Slip, slide. Takes it to the house. And it is 6-3 Houston. And we will jet back over to our main game of the night. 22-yard return for Washington, as the Raiders will make their return to the field. A penalty on the field, a holding penalty on the Raiders. That negates, that was on the return. Holding on a kick return. That is a choice. I don't know if I would make that choice. But if I got caught in that as a player, or if I got that penalty in college football or in Madden, I'd break my control. Washington up the middle. He'll gain 2 yards. Brought down by Gibbons. It'll be second down. And Mendoza on the field now for the first time. Second and 8. Mendoza in the shotgun, sends his running back out wide. The snap from Mendoza, his first snap in the league. The throw, and that one will be incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 8 for Mendoza and the Raiders. As someone who grew up in the Rich Gannon, Tim Brown, and Jerry Rice era of the Raiders, kind of hope that spark is back. Mendoza, 3rd and 8, throws it to Beck. He gets the first down, and the Raiders keep on driving, keep on shining. As the Blue Moon of Indiana, Miami native, coming off his national championship run, winning it in his hometown against the team he grew up rooting for. Someone with Miami ties, trying to live and make the Vegas lights shine. Hayward set up behind 2 running back set. Mendoza hands it off. Pressing through, moves to the 30-yard line. A solid 3-yard gain from Washington. He'll be brought down again by Gibbons, and it will be 2nd and 8. You want to root for Mendoza because of his mom and how hard he's worked, the stuff he did with his brother, all that momentum, winning the Heisman. I just find the Raiders to be an interesting choice, especially with the Kirk Cousins signing, but we'll see what Mendoza can do here, slinging it underneath to the running back. We'll move it a little further upfield, a gain of 4. If not 5, but there's holding on the Raiders, so we will go back, and it'll be 2nd and 18 for Las Vegas. Not really ideal for Mendoza, but gets another chance to try to bring his team downfield and get him close to a score. Set up at the 18, their own 18, deep in Raider territory. Mendoza to snap on 2nd down. Smothered, covered, and that one is incomplete. Bounces off the receiver, and it will be 3rd down for Las Vegas. Not able to get it to Washington. So it'll be 3rd and 18 with 1:24 left to go in our first quarter. Matt Ryan here with you on the Creator Sports Network. During the regular season, we'll be bringing you an NFL hot seat of sorts. We'll be bouncing around from game to game, maybe covering some marquee games a little closer. The snap on 3rd down, the handoff. Got the defense on their back foot, but not enough. A gain of 8, and it'll be 4th and 10. And it will be A.J. Cole getting ready to punt for Las Vegas. Tie game here, both teams scoring on their first drives, Brissett and Cousins. The ones with the touchdowns for both of their clubs. Unsure if Brissett will be playing any more tonight. The punt from Cole, that one will go 60. That's caught by Duvernay, and Duvernay will get a return of about 9. And it will be 1st and 10 with 37 seconds left to go in our first quarter. Detroit has gotten on the board. It's 10-3 now. Indianapolis still down to the Pats 3-0. Pittsburgh on top of Green Bay at halftime. Houston still leading the Chargers. The Chargers on 3rd and 13. We'll check on them a little bit later. It'll be 1st and 10 after the punt. As the Raiders will try to get a stop on defense. If you're the Cardinals here, are you mad that the Raiders kind of creeped in on your territory as being another team in the desert? Because Arizona, literally all my life, because the Cardinals moved 87, 88, give or take, they were the only team in a desert setting for the majority of my life. And then the Raiders pull up, and it's like, wait, hold on. You're not allowed to have mountains. We're only allowed to have mountains. It's a silly, stupid argument, but it is the battle of the desert here on the Creator Sports Network. I think the winner of this gets rights to all the terribles between Bullhead City and Las Vegas. Neighboring states, by the way. I don't know if you've ever driven from Nevada to Arizona, but it's a lot of just, I wouldn't say nothing, because there are things that could kill you. Whether it's the heat, the animals, or the giant rocks. But yeah, stay in your car. Stay in your car. I remember on the drive to the 2023, wow, it was 3 years ago, the A7 NFL Championship game in Bullhead City, which is 90 minutes down the road from Las Vegas. You have to fly. It's too far from Phoenix, Glendale, any of the major cities in Arizona. So you have to fly to Las Vegas and then drive almost 2 hours. And I learned what a terribles was. I did not know how to feel about it. 1st and 10. Jeremiah Love will get the handoff. Jeremiah Love will be met behind the line. No love there. Gains only a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cardinals. It's a matchup of the two quarterbacks who played in the national championship game just 8 months ago. Beck's a Cardinal, and Fernando Mendoza, a Raider. Might be a bit of redemption for Beck and company tonight if they get the dub. At the end of the first, it's 7-7 on either side of the street. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll take 2 minutes of your time, and we'll be back with more. This is the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network.
Crazy Eddie CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Get all the latest and greatest hits from Crazy Eddie now during his CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Rock and roll, alternative, rap, reggae, country, jazz, classical, oldies. Crazy Eddie's got them all on sale now at prices so low he's practically giving them all away. It's a Crazy Eddie CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Crazy Eddie CD and cassette prices are insane.
Made the smart move to Starrett City.
At McGuire, use it.
66. Listen to what these people like best about living here.
It's lovely here. Lots of trees. It's safe. It really works.
When I saw this place with big rooms and parquet floors, I said, this is too good to be true.
I could play tennis, go swimming. It's really great.
Everything is included in the rent. Gas, electricity, and air conditioning. You get the most good money.
I can do all my shopping right outside my door.
Starrett City was nice in the commercial, but it's even nicer now that I'm living here.
I wouldn't trade this place for anything.
Starrett City is almost sold out, but you can still get your chance if you call now. For an appointment to see model apartments, call 245-3535. That's 245-3535. Call now, even if you're just thinking of moving. It's the smartest move we ever made.
I miss actual New York accents. I have one, but I've beaten it to death trying to do this. It's the NFL like you've never seen it before. Real-time 3D plays, all angles, every moment. It's Fan Live in the Creator Sports Network. Bringing you Week 1, Night 1 of the NFL preseason. CSN streams will be going all weekend long. I will be unavailable to stream Friday and Saturday. Saturday, I have the old day job. And Friday night, I'm going to see some motherfucking art. Not that I don't love calling football, but your boy got to leave the house. Gonna go to the MoMA and take a look at some fanciful artwork from Duchamp, one of my favorite artists. One of the great things I love about living in New York, the snap. Brissett to Jeremiah Love. Love makes a quick move, and it will be 3rd and 3. Oh, that's Gardner Minshew in a quarterback. 5-yard play makes it 3rd and 3. Arizona looking to take control here. Former Jacksonville Jaguars legend, mustachioed madman himself, Gardner Minshew II, looking to get a first down. That one smothered, covered, but picked up by Brooks. Enough for the first down, and Arizona continuing to move here in the early going of the second. It'll be 1st and 10. After the 9-yard pass from Minshew to Brooks. Right now, in terms of win probability, according to worldwide leader, 52% for Arizona, 47% for Las Vegas. 1st and 10. The snap, the handoff to Jeremiah Love. Love pushes through the pile, but will only get about 2. And it will be 2nd and 8. Love so far today, 4 carries, 8 yards. A tackle by Brennan Jackson. His first solo tackle of the game, 3 overall. Brissett and Cousins still leading the way in terms of passing yards. 5 for 6, 50 yards for Cousins. 5 for 5 for Brissett. The snap. Love will get it. They will go to the right side, and Jeremiah Love feels the love from his offensive line, but an unnecessary roughness call on Eichenberg of the Raiders will give them 15 more yards. And Clint Kubiak cannot be happy with the performance of his defense, giving up free game and free yards to this Arizona club. 5 carries, only 16 yards rushing for Jeremiah Love. It's 1st and 10 for Arizona. Take a quick sweep here. No real updates around the league. Green Bay trying to scratch back. They're down 7-6. They're at halftime. All these games are in halftime or at the end of the first quarter or nearing halftime. Just about 4 minutes, under 4 minutes in New England between the Colts and the Pats in the first half of that game. 12:56 left to go. 1st and 10. Man in motion. Handoff to Love. Lindenberg already there meeting him, so it'll be a gain of 1. Lindenberg trying to get some redemption. Makes it 2nd and 8. Only a 2-yard carry on that one. 6 carries, 17 yards for Jeremiah Love so far tonight. Minshew, I believe, has spent some time in a Raider uniform. Looking to show out here in the preseason. Gets it over to Brooks. And that will be another first down. Eichenberg in on the tackle again, but not enough to stop him crossing that first down marker. It will set them up at the 33 as Arizona continuing to exploit the weaknesses in this Raider defense. A little bit undisciplined, a little sloppy. But it is the preseason. Not really a big indicator of what is next, but gives you a bit of an idea as Kubiak still tries to install his system across the board. Algier gets the carry and a solid gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Gets him to the 23. Massis and Lindenberg in on the tackle. As the clock continues to wind down here. Start of our second frame. Both teams scoring on their first drives. Mendoza not able to kick the can down the road far enough for a scoring play on his first drive in a Raider uniform. Minshew with a man in motion. That's Brooks. The snap. That play action. Rolls out. Vance right there. Won't be enough for the first down, but it's 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Third and 2 at the 20-yard line. Minshew in the shotgun. Timeout called by the Raiders. As their first charge timeout. They'll take a team timeout. Let's head over to Indianapolis, to New England, as Indianapolis in the red zone. Give us your thought of your experience. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and say hi. I don't bite. I can't. It's physically impossible. I'm on a computer. Indianapolis down 10-0. Some would say it has to do with the Patriot games. I wouldn't say that. Oh, I get it. Oh, I dicked myself into a pun, didn't I? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like it in the slightest. But hopefully you do. 1st and goal, or 1st and 10, in the red zone. Indianapolis in the shotgun. Be about 5 yards back. That's Richardson, former first-round pick. Rolls out to his right, gets on his bicycle, and goes for 7 yards. And that'll be 2nd and 3. Setting them up at the 10-yard line, have to cross the 7. In Las Vegas. Touchdown. That is Arizona. Minshew throwing a 10-yard play to Fioho. Let's take a look at the unsure what happened with our camera there. We'll try to, there we go. Ryland will go for the field goal. That is up and through. So it's a 14-7 lead. And we'll take a look at the Minshew touchdown. Hold on here. We're going to... Snap by Minshew. Rolls out the field. Oh, touchdown, Arizona. Arizona takes the lead. It's goal to go in Houston. Let's take a look at what's going on over there. 2nd and 4. The handoff to Johnson. Johnson finds a lane, finds a route, touchdown! Los Angeles! The border was a clear pass, much like having clear plus. Easy skies for the Chargers. They run it in and take a 9-7 lead. And we'll keep things going with its goal to go, Cam. Oh, but there's a penalty. And the touchdown was reversed. Richardson got the pass to Bentley. That one was challenged. That challenge is reversed. So Indianapolis in trouble. As we get a little bit of frenetic pressure here in the second quarter across all our games. So 9-7 in Houston. Indianapolis looking to make this a closer game. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. So Richardson denied the touchdown on his first pass and making it into the end zone. Now with a fresh set of downs, looks to knock on the door. Los Angeles got their extra point. One man in the backfield for Richardson. 2 wide receivers set up at the top and bottom of your screen. Awaiting the snap from Richardson. Possibly getting his dinner order from his lineman. 1:32 left to go in the half. Indianapolis on the goal line. Looking to knock on the door and make this a 3-point game. It seems like a timeout called. Or everybody's quit. I don't think it's the first thing. Am I sure? No. Well, we'll go back to the game in Arizona as the Raiders will be back with the ball. 19-yard return by Benson. 21-yard return, pardon me, by Benson after a 65-yard kick from Ryland. Work on the camera angles a little bit. And we missed the play. 19-yard, that is a 19-yard pass from Mendoza. We'll replay that one for you. The motion, Mendoza, the play action. Mendoza throws this one to Benson. And that'll be a first down for Las Vegas. We'll get back to live action. 14-7. Raiders looking to drive here. Mendoza steps up, avoids defensive pressure, throws this one away, and it will be second down. Looks like offsetting penalties. It was an incomplete pass, but a penalty on Powers Johnson for tripping. And an illegal contact. Offsetting penalties will make it 1st and 10 at the Las Vegas 40-yard line. So Mendoza getting to breathe. And thank you, Gemma Giraffe. Thank you for watching, and thank you for keeping an eye on things. I will refresh if anything. I appreciate you guys continuing to work on stuff as we all figure this out. Live here on the Creative Sports Network, and hopefully I'm not boring you. That would suck. The handoff from Mendoza cuts downfield, a sizable gain. And will make it 2nd down. But offensive holding will get the Raiders back. That undisciplined play. Back-to-back penalties for the Raiders. Will make it 1st and 18. Albert Okwegbanam with the penalty. His first penalty, an 8-yarder. Will send them back, and it will be 1st and 18. Mendoza getting a little snake bit here on his first 2 drives in a Raider uniform. The Packers have a kicker named Trey Smack. That just sounds like a fancy thing from Trainspotting. Snap from Mendoza, 1st and 18, hands it off to the running back. Finds a lot of room, finds one hell of a space, keeps running downfield. Taylor Demison giving chase, and he will run him out of play, but Las Vegas opening the doors. Much like Fender Rhodes on New Year's Eve, trying to break the bank. 53 yards downfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for Las Vegas. They're set up at now the 15-yard line. So Washington. Mike Washington Jr. streaking downfield. Snap. That will be a false start on the offense. Another penalty. 7 penalties so far for the Raiders. 73 penalty yards given up. If you gave up that much in a game, it would be a problem. This is just the first quarter, 1.5 quarters of football. Only 2 penalties from Arizona, and those were all, one of them was an offsetting penalty, so only 10 yards on the evening for Arizona when it comes to penalties. We'll set them up at the 20. 1st and 15, Mendoza. And that one will traipse into the dirt, intended for Benson. He was covered by Burke, number 29, so it'll be 2nd and 15. Mendoza's going to need to make something happen here. Best drive since the first one for Las Vegas, and that one led into a touchdown. That was Kirk Cousins to Michael Mayer. That's the first touchdown of the game. Ever since then, Cardinals have scored 14 unanswered points. 2nd down, 2nd and 15. Mendoza feeling the pressure. He will get on his bicycle. Mendoza will gain about 7 and make it 3rd and 8. Not ideal. Mendoza showing off his legs, and not in a like show us your gams, but showing us his speed. And makes it 3rd and 8. From inside the 15-yard line, set up at the 13. Mendoza gets this one to Benson, but that one will be caught, and they will stop him 1 yard away from the first down marker, and it will be 4th and 1 for Las Vegas. And it looks like Las Vegas will go for it. The Raiders will go for it. Gambling in Sin City on a Thursday night. Will the Raiders be able to pay this one off? Or will they be talking to their accountants and going, humana, 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 we tried though. 4th and 1 from the 5. Fresh set of downs awaiting the Raiders on the other side. The handoff to Washington Jr., and that will be enough. 2 yards gained and a fresh set of downs for Las Vegas. And it will be 1st and goal, set up at the 5. Mendoza has to mind the ship here and just play clean football. Get things inside the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. More accurately, the 4-yard line. Under center, Mendoza sets. In trouble. See ya, Cardinal jerseys, and he is brought down at the 12-yard line, and it will be 2nd and goal. But an 8-yard loss. Mendoza sacked by Nolan. Brought down as Mendoza's odyssey to score his first NFL touchdown in the preseason continues to be besieged by the Redbirds from Arizona. 2 teams that have been on a bit of an odyssey themselves. The Cardinals starting out in Chicago, finding themselves in St. Louis, and then Arizona. The Raiders here looking for something. Mendoza throws this to Washington Jr. Washington Jr. will find himself at the 6-yard line, and it will be 3rd down. And the Raiders starting out in Oakland, then Los Angeles, then back to Oakland, and have been roasting in the desert sun of Las Vegas for the past 7 seasons or so. If you're just joining us, 14-7 is your score. It's 3rd and 7. The Raiders looking to get into the end zone. Mendoza in the shotgun. The snap. The throw. Touchdown, Raiders! Jack Beck with his 3rd catch of the day, and Fernando Mendoza, the man who took the national title and the Heisman in 2026, scores his first NFL touchdown to give the Raiders one chance to tie this one up with an extra point and make this one 14-14. Not the best road for Mendoza's first touchdown, but he certainly earned that one. 9 plays, 79 yards, and 6:03 taken off the clock. 3:13 left to go in the half. The kick is up from Gay. And that one is good. We'll take a brief timeout, and when we return, we'll have more football for you. Can Arizona take the lead with 3:13 left? We'll find out on the other side of this on the NFL, right here on the Creator Sports Network.
The outrageous antics of Don Imus and Howard Stern may have offended some people, but if they weren't so bad, they wouldn't be so good.
66 WNBC.
In the past year, over 1,000 people have made the smart move to Sterrett City. It's almost sold out. Listen to what these people like best about living here.
It's lovely here. Lots of trees. It's safe. It really works.
When I saw this place with big rooms and parquet floors, I said, this is too good to be true.
I could play tennis, go swimming. It's really great.
I like walking to school. It's close to my building.
Everything is included in the rent. Gas, electricity, and air conditioning. You get the most for your money.
I can do all my shopping right outside my door.
Sterrett City was nice in the commercial, but it's even nicer now that I'm living here.
I wouldn't trade this place for anything.
Sterrett City is almost sold out, but you can still get your chance if you call now. For an appointment to see model apartments, call 245-3535. That's 245-3535. Call now, even if you're just thinking of moving. It's the smartest move we ever made.
Back with you here on the Creator Sports Network. We just saw a missed field goal from Indianapolis. Not able to land that one. 7-6, 7-10 your score. As we will hop back into our bounding machine. As we bounce around from game to game in the NFL preseason. Opening week of the preseason. Shout out to UG6952. A Raider fan. UG, let me know where you're from, where you've been. I want to shout out my friends in the Raiders organization. Shout out to Jason and the crew over at Allegiant Stadium. Sent me some Raiders ephemera a couple of years ago. If you follow me on Instagram at Matt Ryan, it's not Matt Ryan Yells, but you saw that I'm wearing a Raider snapback given to me from the Raiders organization. Shout out to everybody over there who took such good care of me. There was a book, and I think it is on my bookshelf. I got it in college. It's called Badasses. I think I did an interview with the author of it. And Duvernay will return, and that's what helped drive my love of this club. Duvernay will get brought down near the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Arizona. Danny Lopez, thank you for watching. Official Riz saying he needs friends like that. You do. You just not those friends. That's you gotta network. You gotta be the voice of a football league for 6 years. That's how you get the friends like that. If you never heard me before, my name is Matt Ryan, and I am one of the official voices, I guess, of the Creator Sports Network. Been here since pretty much the very beginning of CSN. Shout out to Barrick and crew for making this happen. Jeremiah Love on 1st down. And a solid gain. That'll be only about 2. 2nd and 8 for the Cards. Huge run from Washington. He's got 61 yards is what broke things open for Mendoza and the Raiders on their 3rd drive of the evening. Even though it's just about 6 o'clock in Las Vegas. Some early football on a Thursday night, some rush hour football, but we are deep in the evening here in New York. The handoff to Love. Jeremiah Love creates opportunity, creates space, and is brought down inside the 45. 15-yard gain, brought down at the 42. Harvey and Masses are the ones to stop Jeremiah Love, and that will be a fresh set of downs for the former Notre Dame running back. We got a running back from Notre Dame. Got a quarterback from Miami on the squad. And Fernando Mendoza's on the other side of the street. So a lot of high-level NCAA players who are making their pseudo-NFL debuts. 2-minute warning. We'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back on the other side. This is the Creator Sports Network.
Well, have no fear, cause Crazy Eddie's here with Moonlight Madness. All great Crazy Eddie superstores will be open this Friday from 2 p.m. till midnight with incredible sale prices that'll make you glow in the dark. There's gonna be hourly specials where the prices get lower and lower as the midnight hour approaches. So see Crazy Eddie this Friday till midnight with prices that are... I doubt, but...
Z100, I'm the Shadow, afternoon DJ, here at Walt Disney World. And you can be here too and choose what you want to do with the Z100 Walt Disney World Vacation. From boating and biking to dining and dancing, pirates and parrots, to robots and rivers, sliding and swimming, to golfing and goofy, camping and canoeing, to riding and rolling. You'll fly Eastern, the official airline of Walt Disney World. So listen to Z100, check out the daily news, or visit one of these locations and you may win a plenty-to-do vacation from Z100.
I want to win a vacation. I don't think I've had a vacation in forever. 2-minute warning here on the Creative Sports Network. Matt Ryan here with you. 2 Green Kimba in the chat saying, let's go, love your work. Well, thank you. So glad you are joining us here on a Thursday night. Been going on some walks lately on the boardwalk in my neighborhood. Wore my Raider hat and an all-black hoodie on an 86-degree day today. That was not one of my smarter ideas. This is one of my smarter ideas, being, the streaming with y'all. But that knocked the shit out of me, I tell you what. But it is going to be the 2-minute warning. Arizona looking to drive here late. It's 1st and 10. Ball is set up on the 42-yard line. We know that the Cardinals kicker has some leg, and it isn't a dome, so there is an opportunity for them to FAFO and put 3 points on the board. They get the ball at halftime. Raiders started off this game with the ball, scored the first touchdown in the Clint Kubiak era. Raiders defense got a stop on, have not been able to stop Arizona. Scored 2 straight touchdowns. Raiders on their third drive were able to tie it up. But Minshew and company with Jeremiah Love and Marvin Harrison have made it hard on this Raiders defense, and the Raiders have made it hard on themselves with some pretty big penalties. The handoff to Love. Love finds the zone. Cuts downfield. Will cross the Rubicon known as the 50-yard line. A 15-yard gain. Chunks of yards for the Notre Dame prospect. 11 carries, 58 yards on the day for Jeremiah Love. It'll be 1st and 10. Inside the 45 in the shotgun is Minshew. A handoff again to Love, but he will be met at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That tackle by Johnson. As the clock continues to wind down here in Allegiant Stadium. Minshew in the shotgun. The snap. Looking for an option. Smothered. Covered. Enough for a catch. Quintoriano gains just about 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. But a timeout called by the Raiders. That'll be their second charge timeout. 59 seconds or a 1:01 left to go. Tennessee and San Francisco just kicking off. But they're in the red zone already. Let's take a look what's going on over at the power station where they make some denim. But a penalty on the field. Timeout called by the Raiders. So we will bounce into that game as soon as we are back to live action. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10. No real updates from around the league. San Francisco, the snap. The throw to Taylor. Taylor will get a moderate gain, get near the initial sticks. That'll make it 4th and 17. Work with the pass to Taylor, pushed out a play by Gray. We'll head back to Las Vegas as we await the timeout to kick things back into gear. Take a look at the win probability according to the worldwide leader in sports. Right now it's a 9.5-point lead in terms of percentages for Arizona, 54.5 to 45.5. But with 1:01 left to go, Arizona looking to take the lead and head into halftime, carrying the momentum in their favor. The 3rd and 6. Minshew staying in at quarterback. 7 for 7 on the night. Hearing some rush hour football in Las Vegas. Snap. Minshew with time throws it to Brooks. Brooks gets the first down and more. Is brought down at the 25-yard line, 14-yard play. And that will make it 1st down. 1st and 10. They're in the hurry up. Minshew back on the line and under center. In the shotgun. Minshew Throws it to Brooks. Another first down for Arizona as they will call a timeout, their first charge timeout. Seven plays, 60 yards, 2:40 taken off the clock here by Arizona. They have 2 timeouts left. The Raiders have 1. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Matt Ryan here with you on the Creator Sports Network. Arizona looking to light the lamp one more time before we call it a half. Green Bay up by 2 against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh in first and goal territory. If anything, we will take a peek at that when this drive is over. Los Angeles has the ball. They're up 10-7. At halftime, Indianapolis down in New England missed the field goal before the half. Detroit trying to battle back. They are down 7 to Cincinnati, and Tennessee with the ball after San Francisco had to give it up on their first drive. New York teams, they start their preseason journey tomorrow. At least the Jets do against Tampa Bay. If I want to hate myself a bit, we might do some Giant games this year. Giants will play the Vikings this Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern. It'll be 1st and 10 for Arizona after the timeout. Minshew with 65 yards so far in the day, 8 for 8. Perfect passing for him. Be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Have to get past the 5 for the first down. Minshew under center. The snap. Gets it over to Love. Eichenberg right on him. Not enough for the first, but they will call another timeout. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. It'll be 2nd and 3 with 27 seconds left to go. We'll head quickly over to Green Bay and Pittsburgh. As it is goal and go to go. They're set up on the 2-yard line. We'll head back to Arizona. 2nd and 3. Minshew with Knight behind him in right under the huddle. Gain of about 1 yard will not be enough for a first down, so it'll be 3rd and 1. And Arizona will call their final timeout with 20 seconds left to go in the first half. We head back now to Pittsburgh. It'll be 1st and goal. Set up at the 2-yard line. It seems like we will have to wait on that. We will head back. 3rd and 1, 20 seconds left to go. Minshew in the shotgun. I'll wait to hear on the timeout. Second goal, Pittsburgh not able to get across the Rubicon. With 2:29 left to go in the second quarter. Got some new fans in here on Twitch. Say hi, let us know what you're thinking of the game, let us know what you're thinking of the stream. It'll be 3rd and 1. Cardinals have burned all their timeouts. Minshew in the shotgun, looking to take the lead in the final 20 seconds and a half. Minshew to Brooks, touchdown, Cardinals! In the Battle of the Desert, in the Desert Bowl, Arizona scoring 3 straight touchdowns and look to walk into halftime with the lead. 17 seconds left to go, but not looking all that great for the Raiders, as they will need to make something happen and get a stop, because if they don't score in the next 17 seconds of game clock, they will find themselves SOL here in our first game of the preseason. And that one's through the uprights. We'll take a brief timeout. As Pittsburgh scored their touchdown, they're up 14-9. Actually, no TV timeout, pardon me. Pittsburgh has the ball, but we'll take a brief timeout ourselves. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Well, have no fear, cause Crazy Eddie's here with Moonlight Madness.
WNBC Radio's Don Imus and Howard Stern may have stepped on the toes of a few people with their outrageous antics. Maybe some of the things they said were a little indiscreet. But lucky for us, our listeners are the kind of people who can really take a joke.
Find out what everyone's so excited about. 66 WNBC. If we weren't so bad, we wouldn't be so good.
Great events in Manhattan history. King Kong goes ape over New York. The Giants win the pennant at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the Wiz on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free t-shirts, thermoses, mugs, and Frisbees. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sony pocket-sized Watchman TV, unbeatable at $119. On this deluxe portable 5-inch TV with AM/FM radio, unstoppable at $59. On this Crown AM/FM stereo double cassette breakaway, unbelievable at $39. Grand opening sale now at all 13 Wiz stores.
Ryland goes 65 yards. He boots that one to the back of the end zone. So it gives the Raiders a chance with 17 seconds and no timeouts to try to make something happen. But it does seem like Mendoza will kneel and let the clock run out here in our first half. One half of action down, another half to go. Arizona up 21-14. Let's head on over to Tennessee. It's 14-9 over there. It's 6-0 for Tennessee. Looks like they scored their first touchdown. They will try to boot it through the uprights. Make it 7-0. That one's up and good. So from the power station to a power break, we're going to take ourselves a 2-minute break, and we'll come back with more. This is the NFL on the Creator Sports Network.
Crazy Eddie CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Get all the latest and greatest hits from Crazy Eddie now during his CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Rock and roll, alternative, rap, reggae, country, jazz, classical, oldies. Crazy Eddie's got them all on sale now at prices so low he's practically giving them all away. It's a Crazy Eddie CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Crazy Eddie CD and cassette prices are insane.
At McGuire, use
66 WNBC Radio. Closer than ever before.
The next one.
The next one. The next one. The next one. I love Imus in the morning. I love Imus in the morning.
I love the music on WNBC. WNBC Radio.
Racing with the moon.
The Thoroughbreds are back at the Meadowlands, and they're racing with the moon.
No one pictures me as a jock. Go figure. But thanks to Modell's sporting goods youth selection, I've changed all that. Modell's has a million of these, 10 zillion of these. The brand name equipment I need to compete in any sport at low, low prices.
Like select Adidas court and running shoes. Save 20%.
And what prices?
Thanks, Shorty.
Hey, come back here. That's my ball. Stop him. Modell sporting goods, top brand name.
Great music happening. Good friends chilling. A fat afternoon. But when the music stops, the party's over. Check your This Week at Nobody Beats the Wiz Circular and get the 411 on the hottest selection of affordable portables around. So crank up the tunes and say hello to summer. Nobody beats the Wiz.
Matt Ryan back here with you. It's halftime in Las Vegas. I want to shout out Frail Shiver. Sitting in a bar due to a storm. The TV signal went out. Thank you for posting this live. Better than nothing, and I appreciate the visuals. I appreciate you giving us a try here on the Creator Sports Network while we're at halftime in Las Vegas. Borregales going for a kick to increase the lead, and it is 13-7. Indianapolis in trouble on the road. We'll hop on over to Los Angeles. Well, to Houston as the Chargers taking on Houston with 2 seconds left in that one. We'll run through some of the stat leaders real quick. Minshew for the Cardinals, 10 for 10, 2 touchdowns, 79 passing yards. Cousins, 1 drive, but he's still the leading passer between he and Mendoza, 5 for 6, 50 yards. Mike Washington, 61 yards off of 6 carries. Jeremiah Love, 58 yards off of 11 carries. Jalen Brooks for Arizona, 6 catches, 1 touchdown, and 52 yards. Malik Benson, 2 receptions, 26 yards. Nolan with the only sack in the game. Eichenberg, who got a big penalty early on in this game, has 4 tackles, leads everybody. And Gibbons behind him with 3, but only 1 solo tackle. All of Eichenberg's tackles have come solo. Over 200 yards total for Arizona, 180 yards. And the kick from Houston to tie this one, and that's through the uprights. And we will walk into halftime with a 10-10 tie. 61. Oh, no, that was no good. They're saying that's no good, but Houston, the scoreboard says one thing. So it's still 10-7. They did not give him the field goal. A 61-yard attempt. My leg hurts thinking about that. But both teams scored each time in the red zone. 3 for 3 for Arizona, 2 for 2 for the Raiders. The Raiders the only one to go for it on 3rd down. The Cardinals a perfect 6 for 6 on 3rd down. The Raiders still an impressive 5 for 7. Excuse me. One of those precipitated that 4th down attempt. And it looks like we are back to the action. As Mendoza and company. No, it's still halftime. It's the 4th quarter in Cincinnati. We'll see what's going on over there. They're up 13-6. A pass, and it's Brown on the tackle, 4-yard gain. As it's halftime in Las Vegas. As soon as we're back to action over there, we'll give you the action. 2nd and 7 for Cincinnati. The snap. The roll. And that was a short pass, and that's not enough for the first down. It'll be 3rd and 3. Got a big play alert in Indianapolis. That was that penalty. Flag on the play, illegal block. So that'll halt whatever New England was doing. And we will use this time to take a quick break. We'll be back with more. It's the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network.
Just at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the Wiz on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free t-shirts, thermoses, mugs, and Frisbee. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sony pocket-sized Watchman TV. Unbeatable at $119. On this deluxe portable 5-inch TV with AM/FM radio. Unstoppable at $59. On this Crown AM/FM stereo double cassette. Grand opening sale now at all 13 Wiz stores.
97 WYNY. Whatever you're doing, do it with WYNY. Live to the music. 97 WYNY FM.
It's a Crazy Eddie blowout blitz. Crazy Eddie's not playing with a full deck because he's practically giving away TVs, VCRs, microwave ovens, stereo rack systems, video camcorders, anything and everything in home entertainment, and lots of home appliances too. Remember, we are not undersold, we will not be undersold, we cannot be undersold, and we mean it. It's a Crazy Eddie blowout blitz, and Crazy Eddie's going nuts with his lowest sale prices ever. See Crazy Eddie now, his blowout blitz sale prices are insane.
New York's most entertaining sports team has moved to 66 on your AM dial.
I'm Mr. The Morning WFAN.
And if you don't know anything about sports, why don't you get off the radio?
Oh, hi, Pete. Pete Franklin, afternoons here at WFAN.
Great, you don't know a kickoff from a kickoff, a bunt from a punt. The Mets from the Jets.
Oh, yeah, well, ask my close personal friend, Daryl Raspberry.
Raspberry, it's strawberry dumb.
You don't have to be a sports nut to enjoy New York's most entertaining sports team on the new Sports Radio 66 AM WFAN.
I miss when WFAN was good. It was a long time ago. Matt Ryan here with you. 3rd and 3 in the 4th quarter. Still halftime in Las Vegas, so don't worry, Raider fans. We'll be giving you that action as soon as we get back to football. But why not watch some football together? The snap, Cincinnati gets the reception and the first down. 5-yard catch from Hudson. Hunter in on the tackle. That game in the 4th quarter. Los Angeles and Houston at halftime alongside with Arizona and Las Vegas. The snap. Johnson to Myers. Quick incompletion there. We'll make it 2nd and 10 with 12:04 left to go in the 4th frame. Tennessee with a 7-0 lead. San Francisco started off with the ball down at the power station. If you're just joining us, Las Vegas struck first off the back of a Kirk Cousins touchdown. Ever since then, Arizona has scored on every drive. Second drive for the Raiders. The first one for Fernando Mendoza in the silver and black would yield to a punt. And ever since then, it's been back and forth between these two teams, but Arizona will get the ball to start our second half. Looks like Cincinnati may have called the timeout. Cincinnati, another team another city I've spent a fair amount of time calling football around while a member of the A7FL. It'll be 2nd and 10. As we hope to get back to Las Vegas in a moment. Again, taking a quick look around the league. Pittsburgh leading Green Bay 14-9. New England leading Indianapolis 13-7. No games too out of reach here in the early goings of our first week of preseason football. And we'll have tomorrow night on the Creator Sports Network, Broncos and the Falcons. The 1998-99 season Super Bowl running back. The Buccaneers and the Jets, what could have been Warren Sapp Bowl if the Jets did not sign Warren Sapp. Great job there. Drafted Kyle Brady, I think. And the Dolphins will take on the Commies. And then on Saturday, day begins at 1 o'clock. Vikings taking on the Giants at MetLife Stadium. The Panthers and the Bills will play the first game inside Highmark Stadium. Heard there's a few good seats in the house. The Browns taking on the Bears, and then at 4 o'clock, the Rams taking on the Chiefs. The Saints will host the Jaguars. And then at 7 o'clock, we'll see the Eagles take on the Ravens. And our final one, the defending NFL Super Bowl champions, the Seahawks, will host the Cowboys at Lumen Field. That is your preseason slate so far. Shout out to Sean Webster. You remember the Kyle Brady draft. Wait, I had a Kyle Brady jersey as a kid. I'm a Giant fan, and I had a Kyle Brady jersey because I was a big, stocky, tight end looking white kid. And I think they just started handing them out at Hess stations. It was like, you get that, and then you get the Hess truck. Hess truck's fucking ruled, by the way. I may take umbrage with my uncle, but the bastard got me a fucking Hess truck every year. Hey, we swear here, by the way, so we don't do it too much, but we do it. Because, well, I'm from New York, and that's just what happens. And we will go back to Arizona as the kick was short of the landing zone. I don't know how the fuck that happens. The kick is short of the landing zone. And we will reboot our system here. As Matsu Takawa, I believe he's from, if I'm not mistaken, he is the kicker from Hawaii. And it will be Arizona with the ball. 1st and 10. The snap. The throw. To Fairweather. And you may not be a big fan of that, but that was 3 yards from Fairweather to set up 2nd and 7. Keyshawn jersey was clutch, though. The Keyshawn's Keyshawn. Super Bowl champion. Kyle Brady is a guy who gets lost to the ephemera of NFL history. Like your Dave Browns and your Danny Kanell. Well, Danny Kanell doesn't count because he's a big college football analyst, but the handoff to Knight. Knight clearing a path. The Knight charging downfield and up for the first down and more. It'll be 1st and 10, 12-yard gain for Zach Knight. Coming at that left guard, it'll be Stukes who gets the tackle. The lime, oh yeah, those pre-Parcells Johns, the Rich Kotite era Jet jersey. Oofa. I think I've mentioned it before, but the first NFL game I ever went to was the year Dan Reeves was the coach of the Giants. The year Rich Kotite was the coach of the Jets. It was a regular season game, and the Giants beat the brakes off of them. My godmother took me to that game. She was not happy because she was a Jets fan. 1 yard gain for Knight. Hughes on the tackle. Shout out to Marion. I haven't thought of Marion Graham in forever. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock winding down in the start of our third quarter. Matt Ryan more than happy to be your guide on this Thursday night of football. The snap, the roll. Minshew gets it to Virgil. Looks like that one won't land. And we'll break Minshew's perfect throwing record. That will be incomplete. 11-12 on the night for Minshew. 3rd and 9 at the Las Vegas 44-yard line. Minshew in the shotgun. Man set up to his right. Minshew off the shotgun. The throw to Smith-Marset. Smith-Marset will get the catch. And we'll make it 4th and 2. And it looks like Arizona will go for it on 4th down. Risking it the same way the Raiders did earlier in this contest to set up their 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Minshew in the shotgun. The snap. Minshew throws it, caught by Fehoko. And Fehoko will get enough for the 1st down. 2-yard gain on 1st down. 2-yard gain on 4th down. 4th and 2 gets the requisite yards. And it will be 1st and 10 off the snap. Minshew in trouble. Looks to get rid of this one. Throws this one away. That'll be incomplete. Off the no huddle. And Brasantis seems to have been hurt on the play. So we have a player down on the field. Not what you want at all. Official timeout with 11:36 left to play. So we'll take a quick 60-second timeout. This is the NFL on CSN.
WNBC Radio's Don Imus and Howard Stern may have stepped on the toes of a few people with their outrageous antics. Maybe some of the things they said were a little indiscreet. But lucky for us, our listeners are the kind of people who can really take a joke.
Find out what everyone's so excited about. 66 WNBC. If we weren't so bad, we wouldn't be so good.
Great events in Manhattan history. King Kong goes ape over New York. The Giants win the pennant at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the Wiz on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free t-shirts, thermoses, mugs, and Frisbees. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sony pocket-sized Watchman TV. Unbeatable at $119. On this deluxe portable 5-inch TV with AM/FM radio. Unstoppable at $59. On this Crown AM/FM stereo double cassette breakaway. Unbelievable at $39. Grand opening sale now at all 13 Wiz stores.
You got a brand new radio station.
CD 101.9. Very cool. Like me.
Great music happening. Good friends chilling. A fat afternoon. But when the music stops, the party's over. Check your This Week at Nobody Beats the Wiz Circular and get the 411 on the hottest selection of affordable portables around. So crank up the tunes and say hello to summer. Nobody beats the Wiz.
Things go from not so great to a little worse for Arizona. Not only does a player get hurt on that play, Gardner Minshew gets called for intentional grounding. So not only will he add another incompletion to his stat sheet, he will make it 2nd and 20 as Arizona, after the official timeout, will find himself a little bit behind the 8 ball here on a Thursday night. So glad you're joining us here for our Fan Live watch party as we partner with the Creator Sports Network to bring you a new look at the National Football League, the NFL, like you've never seen it. Real-time 3D plays, every angle, every moment. We give you what we can here on the Creator Sports Network. And it will be 2nd and 10 for Minshew. 2nd and 20, pardon me. The throw to Fehoko. And that will make it 3rd and 8 for Arizona. An 11-yard play, not enough for the first. And we just got a new influx of viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know where you're watching from. Whether you're a member of Raider Nation or you are a Cardinal supporter. A Cardinal carer, would that count? And Minshew gets sacked, loses 3 yards, and it will be 4th down from the 37-yard line. And the Raiders will attempt to try to block this kick, and the Cardinals will look to add 3 more points to the board and make it a 10-point lead. Fourth and 12, they'll go for the kick. Kick is up. And that one will find itself in the back of the net. And that one will be 24-14. We'll take a brief timeout on our end, and when we return, Arizona gets the chance to kick this one off, and Las Vegas will look to cut down on the deficit. We'll take a brief one here. This is the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network.
You were supposed to have been immortal. That's all they wanted. Not much to ask for.
The truth is I never left you all through my wild days, my mad existence.
That's right, Evita. Stamp your feet and clap your hands. You've got a lot to celebrate. 7 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. For Evita, Argentina's instant queen and overnight saint. And only a few seem to notice she simply seduced a country.
Stand back, Buenos Aires, because you want to know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of
Just a little touch of
just a little touch, just a quality.
The outrageous antics of Don Imus and Howard Stern may have offended some people, but if they weren't so bad, they wouldn't be so good.
66 WNBC.
I'm Thurman Munson. We're coming on.
I'm Roy White, and we're coming on.
I'm Fritz Peterson. We're coming on.
I'm John Ellis, and we're coming on.
I'm Mel Stottlemyre. We're coming on. I'm Bobby Mercer. We're coming on.
I'm Ralph Howe, and they better come on.
We're coming on. Are you coming out?
I love the stage. I love the age. I love getting around. I love the sound.
More people love New York because New York has more to love.
I love the buildings. They're so tall.
Me? I love it all.
Call now for your free vacation kit.
I love New York.
Matt Ryan back here with you. And the ball will be set up for Las Vegas at the 29. As we return to action there. As we Take a look at the kickoff. Arizona striking first in our second half. Tompkins will return this from the goal line, essentially. And a solid return, as it'll be 1st and 10 for Las Vegas at the 29-yard line. A 56-yard field goal from Chad Ryland, capped off a 10-play drive, 23 yards in 4 minutes and 12 seconds. As Arizona getting a little bit of a help off a penalty. Had some pretty good field position. It'll be 1st down. Mendoza under center. Mendoza will throw this to a quicker bomb. And the tight end getting a solid gain of 6 yards. We'll make it 2nd and 4. Just over 10 minutes, about 10 and change left to go in our 3rd quarter. Action all weekend long right here on the Creator Sports Network. Whether it's wiffle ball, the National Football League, women's basketball, pro wrestling, and more, we've got you covered. And that one intended for Benson. Incomplete, and that will make it 3rd down. Mendoza 5 for 10, just at 50%. Not able to really set up a rhythm here. One scoring drive on his last time on the field. But since then, Arizona has made this a 10-point game. It'll be 3rd down. Snap by Mendoza. Mendoza rolls out to his right, looking for an option. Throws this one away, and that one will be incomplete. And set up 4th down as A.J. Cole will set up and try to pin the Cardinals back deep. As the snap will come from the 35-yard line. (24-14) is your score. The kick by Cole on the punt, and he sends a booming kick into the end zone, and that one will set up 24-14. 9:53 left to go. We'll take a timeout, and that will set the Cardinals up on the 20. When we return, this is the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network.
WNBC Radio's Don Imus and Howard Stern may have stepped on the toes of a few people with their outrageous antics. Maybe some of the things they said were a little indiscreet. But lucky for us, our listeners are the kind of people who can really take a joke.
Find out what everyone's so excited about. 66 WNBC. If we weren't so bad, we wouldn't be so good.
Great events in Manhattan history. King Kong goes ape over New York. The Giants win the pennant at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the Wiz on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free t-shirts, thermoses, mugs, and Frisbees. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sony pocket-sized Watchman TV, unbeatable at $119. On this deluxe portable 5-inch TV with AM/FM radio, unstoppable at $59. On this Crown AM/FM stereo double cassette breakaway, unbelievable at $39. Grand opening sale now at all 13 Wiz stores.
Is there a store that you grew up going to that you miss? Like in New York, it's Nobody Beats the Wiz, it's Modell's. Maybe it's for some old washed people like myself, it's Woolworth's. Let me know what you guys think. What are the places you miss? This is real prime Keith Hernandez fucking conversation here. Oh, it's like Bob Murphy during a Mets blowout back in the day. Not the Mets doing the blowing out, but the ones getting blown out. You know what? Better left unsaid. That sentence is better left unsaid. Matt Ryan here with you. 24-14. Cardinals get the ball back after a 3-and-out from Mendoza. Only able to get 6 yards on that drive. 3 plays, 66 yards in only 55 seconds. Efficient work from the Cardinals defense. We ended the first quarter tied. Since then, Arizona scored 14 points in the second quarter. The Vegas has won. The 7, pardon me. And since then, the only score has been a field goal, but that was on the first drive of our second half. The Raiders defense only being able to hold back this Cardinals defense from making it a 14-point game, cutting it down to 10. Minshew over 100 yards, 101 yards exactly. First and 10. The handoff to Kiner, who we saw in the Hall of Fame game last week, pile up some yards, and that one will stop after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And Keaton Slovis in at quarterback as opposed to seeing Carson Beck. And I would like to have seen a national championship run back. Also, a battle of some interesting faces. The handoff from Slovis. Nope, that'll be a pass. Slovis to Wallace, and Wallace will get the first down. He'll run out of play. Inside the 35. They might mark him down at the 32. Actually, it'll be at the 33. 1st and 10. Slovis to Wallace for 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll mark him down at the 33-yard line. Cardinals looking to drive and continue their pace of putting points up on every drive. Kiner runs to the right side, in a bit of trouble. Only a gain of 2. Make it 2nd and 8. Under 10 minutes to play in our third quarter. Mike Washington Jr., the rushing leader in this game with 63 total yards. Jeremiah Love with 11 carries had 58. He's at the top of the heap for Arizona. Slovis, a snap, play action. Nope, that one will get tossed to Kiner. Kiner will gain about 3. And that will make it 3rd and 6. Johnson in on the tackle. Glad you're joining us here on the Creator Sports Network. I'm Matt Ryan. If you like what you see and you don't want to miss any NFL game, and you want to see or hear a new way we're bringing you the action, and also we'll be jumping around from game to game in the regular season, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The snap on 3rd and 5. Slovis looking for an option. Throws deep downfield. That one is caught by Virgil. 1st and 10 for Arizona. 24-yard pass from Slovis to Virgil. Pushed out at the 38 by Vance. And the Raiders defense going to need a fainting couch on that one, as they continue to get pushed on the back foot. But these fans in Las Vegas don't want to give an elegy yet for their favorite club. Still a lot of football left. The snap, the handoff to Kiner. Kiner running right into the silver and black, pushing the pile. That'll be a gain of 6, make it 2nd and 4. Slovis 3 for 3, 43 yards on his first drive of the evening. Jacoby Brissett started proceedings for the Cardinals. Same week that Kyler Murray, just days ago, was named the starter of Minnesota, the former first-round pick of the Cardinals. The throw, that's to Gears, the tight end. The tight end will get past the 29 to 28-yard line and get set up at the 26 for the first down. Six-yard play. Alubi on the tackle. 288 total yards. And that'll be a timeout called by Arizona. They'll take a brief one. we'll take a look at what's going on around the league. 21-9 still. Pittsburgh in the lead over Green Bay. They have the ball with goal to go. Cincinnati's lead sharpened up to 10 over Detroit. New England still holding a slim 6-point lead over Indianapolis, who missed their chance to tie it up at halftime. Speaking of tied up near the halfway point of the second quarter, Tennessee and San Francisco are tied. And the Chargers in Houston. The Chargers up 13-7. The handoff, the run by Hull, and not enough on that play. And I'll make it 2nd and 10. (24-14) is your score. Arizona in the lead. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe whether you're watching on or listening on Matt Ryan is Yelling Slovis, or on the CSN or Matt Ryan is Yelling Twitch channels to Hull. Hull smothered, covered, moderate gain. And that will mark it 3rd down for Arizona, a 4-yard gain. To make it 3rd and 6. Set up on the 22-yard line. It's 3rd and 7, pardon me. Slovis snaps. Looks for some help. Tried to get it to Virgil, and that one is incomplete. Covered by 39. And Ryland will come out for what will be a 40-yard field goal. This will mark 11 plays, 58 yards, in just about 5 minutes. 5:24 more than likely. A play clock taken up here with 4:33 left to play in our 3rd quarter. Looking to make this a 13-point lead, a 40-yard boot from Ryland. He's made a 56er. And that one through the uprights makes it 27-14. We'll take a brief timeout on our end. We'll be back with more. The Raiders get the ball after this. It's the Arizona Cardinals 27, the Las Vegas Raiders 14. You're listening and watching the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network.
The outrageous antics of Don Imus and Howard Stern may have offended some people, but if they weren't so bad, they wouldn't be so good.
66 WNBC.
In the past year, over 1,000 people have made the smart move to Sterrett City. It's almost sold out. Listen to what these people like best about living here.
It's lovely here. Lots of trees. It's safe. It really works.
When I saw this place with big rooms and parquet floors, I said, this is too good to be true.
I could play tennis, go swimming. It's really great.
I like walking to school. It's close to my building.
Everything is included in the rent. Gas, electricity, and air conditioning. You get the most for your money.
I can do all my shopping right outside my door.
Sterrett City was nice in the commercial, but it's even nicer now that I'm living here.
I wouldn't trade this place for anything.
Sterrett City is almost sold out, but you can still get your chance if you call now. For an appointment to see model apartments, call 245-3535. That's 245-3535. Call now, even if you're just thinking of moving.
It's the smartest move we ever made.
No one pictures me as a jock. Go figure. But thanks to Modell's sporting goods youth selection, I've changed all that. Modell's has a million of these, 10 zillion of these. The brand name equipment I need to compete in any sport at low, low prices.
Like select Adidas court and running shoes. Save 20%.
And what prices?
Thanks, Shorty.
Hey, come back here. That's my ball. Stop him. Modell's sporting goods, top brand name.
Great music happening. Good friends chilling. A fat afternoon. But when the music stops, the party's over. Check your This Week at Nobody Beats the Wiz Circular and get the 411 on the hottest selection of affordable portables around. So crank up the tunes and say hello to summer. Nobody beats the Wiz.
All I want to do is zoom, in your boom, boom. So just shake your rump. 4:29 left to go in our third quarter. And this one will be draped out by Ryland. 6 kicks, 1 touchback so far. 5 kicks, this will be his 6th. 27-14 after the touchdown. After the field goal. Only 6 points put up on the board in this second half so far. Both of them coming off of the leg of Ryland. And that one will be caught by Tompkins inside the 5. And an opportunity for Tompkins to make something happen. Get some motion, get some movement. Will be brought out of play at the 33-yard line by Jones. It's certainly something you want if you are a Raider fan and you are down 13 at home. You need that field position. You need that good field position. So it'll be 1st and 10. Set up at the 34. They have to get to the 44. And perhaps more than that. The snap, the handoff to Laub, and Laub looking to lube himself downfield. A solid gain of 6. Schrar on the tackle. Makes it 2nd and 5. Dylan Laub on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 4, pardon me. Have to get past the 44-yard line. Laub will get it again. Gain of about 2. And that will set up 3rd and 2 at the 42-yard line, or 41.5-yard line. Up across the 43. Mendoza still in this one. He'll set up in the shotgun with a running back on either side of him. Man in motion. Snap. The Indiana University standout. The national champion gets it to Young. And Young will find himself out of play with enough 10 yards on that one to get the first down. And set themselves across the 50, setting up at the 49. Raiders with a fresh set of downs in Arizona territory. Mendoza a little shaky so far today. 7 for 12, 1 touchdown. Minshew 14 for 16 before Slovis came in. The handoff to Loeb on the toss, but a sea of Cardinal jerseys. Williams will get credit for the tackle. They'll lose 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. For Mendoza and his Raiders offense. For every time they take a step forward, get a little bit of a punch in the throat back. As this Cardinals defense continues to answer the bell here with a 13-point lead and the clock ticking under 3 minutes. It'll be 2nd and 12. Mendoza in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Oh no, not even in the shotgun, under center. Mendoza to Johnson, the first down. And that is enough to get them inside the 40, brought down at the 38-yard line. A 14-yard play. Schrar with the tackle. And Mendoza and the Raiders in the no huddle. The national champion and Heisman Trophy winner looking to make something happen here in the third quarter. Mendoza throws it to Laub, and Laub will get the first down. And the Raiders, the silver and black on the attack, as Laub will get 14 yards, brought down by Williams and Oliver. 1st and 10 for Mendoza. They will stay in the no huddle on 1st and 10. The snap, Mendoza gets it over to Tompkins, and that one will be a gain of 5 yards and they will continue to put the pressure on here late in the third quarter, trying to cut down this lead. Mendoza showing some great fire and some great leadership, taking the game right to the Cardinals, as it will be first down. What might be our final play of the quarter? Laub will get stopped behind the line, and it will go from 2nd and 5 to 3rd and 7 at the end of our third frame. We will take a quick timeout, and your score is 27-14. You are watching and or listening to the National Football League, brought to you by Fan Live, only on the Creator Sports Network.
Crazy Eddie CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Get all the latest and greatest hits from Crazy Eddie now during his CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Rock and roll, alternative, rap, reggae, country, jazz, classical, oldies. Crazy Eddie's got them all on sale now at prices so low he's practically giving them all away. It's a Crazy Eddie CD and Cassette Asylum Blowout Blitz. Crazy Eddie CD and cassette prices are insane.
At McGuire, use
66 WNBC Radio. Closer than ever before. The next one. The next one. The next one. The next one. I love Imus in the morning.
I love Imus in the morning.
I love the music on WNBC. WNBC Radio.
Racing with the moon.
The Thoroughbreds are back at the Meadowlands, and they're racing with the moon.
We are racing the moon, heading closer and closer to midnight in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. I'm Matt Ryan here with you on the Creator Sports Network. How you doing? How you living? How you being? And if you want to hear about my opinions on wrestling, coming up next week on the Business of the Business podcast, hosted by my friend and yours, Lavi Margolin, we'll have a conversation about some things. Glad I got reminded of that just now. End of the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter in Las Vegas. Let's take a look at some of the scores. We're in the red zone. Well, this was your final. Detroit falling to Cincinnati, got within 2. In the second quarter, Tennessee tied with San Francisco. End of the third as well between the Chargers and Houston, and the Chargers still with a 6-point lead heading into the fourth and final frame. New England still holding on to a 13-7 lead. Green Bay gets disco kicked all around Pittsburgh, feeling like the leftovers of a Primanti Brothers sandwich, falling 28-9 as the battle of Aaron Rodgers related teams goes down at the field over there in the Berg. And it will be 3rd and 7 after the 2-yard loss by Loeb. Some of the highest viewership we've gotten all year for the live streams here on the Creator Sports Network and the Intergalactic Sports Network, which is bringing you the feed on Matt Ryan is Yelling on YouTube. If you're watching there, or are you watching anywhere, any of our platforms, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, say hi. Like, you know, I like talking to y'all. I like having fun. Like, we're going to have a lot of fun during this preseason and the regular season. We're going to bop around and do some cool shit. So, hang out. First play of the fourth quarter, Mendoza looking for an option. Throws to the end zone, and that is incomplete. Tried to get it to Tompkins. Shot the moon on that one. Didn't want the 7 yards. He wanted it all. And despite for passing for 96 yards so far this season, Matsuzawa will come out for the Raiders. The Tokyo Toe, the former player from Hawaii, he's 27 years old. I'm 10 years older than this guy. And he's a rookie. Matsuzawa will not land that one. That one will hit the crossbar. And your score will remain 27-14. The Tokyo Toe, not feeling like a Tokyo Rose, wilts in the sun of the opportunity ahead of him. We'll take a brief time out. Your score remains 27-14 here on the Creator Sports Network.
Pennant at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the Wiz on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free t-shirts, thermoses, mugs, and Frisbees. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sony pocket-sized Watchman TV. Unbeatable at $119 on this deluxe with AM/FM radio. Unstoppable at $59 on this Crown AM/FM stereo double cassette breakaway. Unbelievable at $39.
We're back with the action as Kiner not taking any time out, let alone a TV timeout. We'll get a 3-yard carry and make it 2nd and 7. Matt Ryan here with you on the Creator Sports Network. Matsuzawa missing a 38-yard field goal. Not what you want from your field goal kicker, especially in a dome. No mas para ti. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Minshew. Oh, pardon me. Slovis. Smothered, covered, and dropped by the Raider defense. That'll be a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 12. The Cardinals take a timeout. Oh, no, pardon me. That'll just be a sack. A little bit of a kerfuffle there from our system. And shout out to the great team from Fan Live. Not only hanging out with us in the chat, but making sure that everything's running smoothly on the path to our first full season. Kiner with the ball. Kiner will find his way downfield, and he will matriculate the ball past the first down marker. And that will be a 10-yard Slovis to Kiner play. McGrone and Johnson. Actually, that will not be enough for the first down. They will mark him down because it was 3rd and 12 after the sack. And that will be a punting situation on 4th and 2. And that will be Gillikin coming out for Arizona. Fourth and 2, 14:49 left to play. Actually, we're closer to 12.5 minutes. Gillikin punts this one deep, and that is returned at the 10 by Tompkins. Tompkins will get to the 21, and we will take a brief timeout. Your score with 12:33 left to play. The Arizona Cardinals 27, the Las Vegas Raiders 14. You are watching the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network, powered by Fan Live.
Got a crazy schedule? Having trouble finding time to shop during your busy days? Well, have no fear, because Crazy Eddie's here with Moonlight Madness. All great Crazy Eddie superstores will be open this Friday from 2 p.m. till midnight with incredible sale prices that'll make you glow in the dark. There's going to be hourly specials where the prices get lower and lower as the midnight hour approaches. So see Crazy Eddie this Friday till midnight with prices that are... I doubt it.
Z100, I'm the Shadow, afternoon DJ, here at Walt Disney World. And you can be here too and choose what you want to do with the Z100 Walt Disney World Vacation. From boating and biking to dining and dancing, pirates and parrots, to robots and rivers, sliding and swimming, to golfing and goofy, camping and canoeing, to riding and rolling. You'll fly Eastern, the official airline of Walt Disney World. So listen to Z100, check out the daily news, or visit one of these locations and you may win a plenty-to-do vacation from Z100.
Coming to you from the broadcast capital of the world, New York, by God City. Streaming around the world and up your street on the Creator Sports Network, powered by Fan Live. It's the National Football League, bringing you all of the action like you've never seen it before. I'm Matt Ryan, bringing you a unique way of watching the NFL, but I think we're having a lot of fun here. As it's 27-14, 12:33 left to go in our fourth quarter. After the punt from Gilkin, his first punt was a 53-yarder. Take a look at some of the scores around the NFL. Tennessee taking a 10-7 lead. The Chargers increasing their lead 21-7 over the Houston Texans in a battle of the AFC West. One of the most prodigious rivalries on the early part of our 21st century, New England and Indianapolis. That is 13-10. Pittsburgh defeating Green Bay 28-9. The Bengals getting the win 16-14 over Detroit. And we have some of our games for tomorrow. The Jets taking on Tampa, Miami taking on the Commies in Washington. We 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Mendoza will stay out there. Actually, no, I think it's going to be O'Connell. No, O'Connell will step in. O'Connell under center. Hemby behind him. Man in motion. The snap, the hand, the toss to Hemby, and Hemby met, smothered, covered, sent out a play, a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. It's Jones on the tackle. Aiden O'Connell having a sharp hill to climb here. Down 13. Just about 12 and a half or so minutes, under 12 and a half minutes to play in regulation. Right now, it's a 95.8% probability for the Cardinals to win. 97% chance of them to cover. O'Connor in trouble to Dorsett, and that one will be incomplete. A short one to Dorsett, and it will be it'll be 3rd and 13. O'Connell, 2023 4th-round pick. Looks a little bit like Dom Mysterio. Drafted out of Purdue, the Boilermaker. In the shotgun. Running back set to his right. Man in motion. Settles into the slot. That's Dorsett trying to find himself some availability. He gets past Oliver, the free safety, and that is enough for a Raiders first down. 13-yard pass to Dorsett, tackled by Oliver. These are the days of our lives as we are here on the Creator Sports Network. A bonkers amount of people joining us here on the Matt Ryan is Yelling YouTube channel. If you like what you see and you like what you're hearing, give us a subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. O'Connell on 1st down. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson gets the 1st down and more. Will get to midfield and be brought down. 19-yard play from O'Connell. Getting it to Jackson. King on the tackle. As it will be 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. O'Connell in the shotgun. At the 50-yard line. The snap. O'Connell looking for an option. Bounced around, and that one will be incomplete. Look to get it to Okweknebom. Okwekwabanam. That one's going to be a tough one. But it will be 2nd and 10 at the 50. O'Connell wants to get this into positive territory, wants to get this into a scoring play. They want to get in the scoring position. They hand it off to Hemby, and Hemby will get past Jones, will not get a 1st down, but will gain 8 yards and make it 3rd and 2. Ball set up on the Arizona 42-yard line. You are right now in 4-down territory. If you are the Raiders, you have 2 chances to get this. If your kicker If he's a little shaky, he can't make it from 38 yards out. You got to take the risk, even if you don't make it here on third down. You may have to go for another go with it on with your offense. O'Connell, the throw to Dorsett, and that one will be incomplete. It'll be 4th and 2 on the 42-yard line. .97% win probability for Arizona. The Raiders looking for second life here in the second life-esque setup we have here on the Creator Sports Network. O'Connell in the shotgun. Will be looking for Dorsett. The throw by O'Connell to Dorsett. He is covered, and the chances of a Raider comeback continue to be smothered by this Arizona Cardinal defense, as it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cards as they continue to put the pressure on Arizona. On the Raiders. It's NFL like you've never seen it before. 27-14 your score. As Matt Ryan's here with you on the Creator Sports Network, under 10 minutes to play. In the 4th quarter, in games already going on, Indianapolis with the ball, still down 3 against the Pats. In Houston, it's a 21-7 lead. The Chargers have the lead and the ball. It'll be 3rd and goal in Houston on Houston's 3-yard line. So let's take a peek over there and see what in the Blue Blazes happens on 3rd and goal. And don't worry, as soon as we know that this game is back in action, we'll head right back over to the Death Star over in Las Vegas. A lot of Raider fans joining us, and Cardinal fans, I believe, as well. The Chargers looking to advance their lead. The snap, the roll, the throw, open, touchdown, Chargers! Ross with the reception. Not saying Rachel, but still saying I do, to 6 points on the board. 27-7. And we will head back over to the Death Star as one AFC West team is showing out and the other one in a wee bit of trouble. And as we see Tennessee leading 10-7 as the Niners are in field goal range, but no, Titans are in field goal range. 9:56 left to play. Already one of our most watched editions of some live football, and we're only in week 1 of the preseason. We're going to keep building on this. If you're a Raider fan and you like my calls and you want me to keep calling Raider games, let me know in the comments. If you're a Cardinals fan, second time I've called the Cardinals so far this year, let us know in the chat as well. The easiest way to do that is by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Drop a comment, drop a subscribe. We're getting close to 1,800 subs here on the channel. Scored a new subscriber today at Stop and Shop. Shout out to my guy at the Arvern Stop and Shop, and that one will get to Hull. And that will be a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. That's Evan Hull. He's got 2 carries for about 2 yards. Arizona on 2nd and 8. Hull pulls left side, will follow his blocker and gain about 4. Johnson and Harvey on the stop. It'll be on Slovis and this offense. They try to make something happen here and keep the drive going on 3rd and 4. Have to cross the 50 and go across the 48-yard line to get a fresh set of downs to Arizona. The Under 10 minutes to play here in regulation time. Under the lights in Vegas. It's 7:30 over there. 10:30 here in the East. Slovis in trouble. Throws this one to Wallace, and that one is incomplete. That'll mark 4th down. So just in about a minute 17, we face ourselves with another 4th down situation. And it looks like the Cardinals will punt here. Gillikin going for his 2nd punt. Looking to make sure his little buddy, the ball, gets dropped dead somewhere along the way. Fourth and 4. And that one will be sent to the 2-yard line. That one will be stopped by Fehoko. As he gets to stop, and with 8:25 left to play, the Raiders will get the ball back, but with not a lot of room to breathe. It's getting colder outside, and they need somebody to love. Can the Raiders bounce back? We'll find out on the other side of this. You're listening and watching the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network.
You got a brand new radio station.
CD 101.9. Like me.
Very cool.
Great music happening. Good friends chilling. A fat afternoon. But when the music stops, the party's over. Check your This Week at Nobody Beats the Wiz Circular and get the 411 on the hottest selection of affordable portables around. So crank up the tunes and say hello to summer. Nobody beats the Wiz.
Matt Ryan here, and nobody beats the way we bring you the NFL. We bring you every game in a way you've never seen it before. And the Raiders are in a situation they've not wanted to see before, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. A 98-yard sojourn for the silver and black, as Aiden O'Connell will make his way into the huddle. And this is not a fun situation for the Raiders at home, their first preseason game of the year. The Cardinals 0-1 on the season. Lost in an epic walk-off by King of the Panthers last week inside Benson Stadium in our first preseason game at the Hall of Fame game, where Adam Vinatieri, a man who broke the heart of the Raiders numerous times, was inducted into the Hall alongside Larry Fitzgerald, one of the best wide receivers I've ever seen. That class of the 2000s, those 2000s wide receivers, man, they were some fucking guys. We'll see what the new generation has for us in the 2026 regular season. O'Connell on 1st and 10, trying to get this to Jackson. That one will be incomplete, as intended for Jackson. And it will be 2nd and 10. 8:20 left to play. 27-14 your score. The Cardinals have scored at least 6 points in every quarter except the 4th. The Raiders have not scored since the 2nd quarter. The handoff to Hemby, and Hemby will give the Raiders a bit of breathing room and make it 3rd and 8. O'Connell, 2 for 7, 32 yards. After starting a little hot, has been stopped and stymied on what is his second drive. The win probability now for the Cardinals at 98.4%. That's got to be disheartening for Raider fans, especially those who took them to cover. The snap. The spread was 2.5, and that one, we'll see just 2.5 yards or less gained from Las Vegas as they will punt this one. Cole and company will come back out onto the field. Indianapolis has tied it with 45 seconds left to play. New England with the ball in Indianapolis territory. So we'll head over there after this punt. See how that game ends. Cole will send this one deep, but still in play. Picked up by Smith-Marset. And that will be a gain of about 4. And when we return to Arizona, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Let's head on over to New England. 36 seconds left. Pats with the ball. Penalty. And that is a roughing, unnecessary roughness. Baron Morton stepping in as Pats QB tonight. Playing at least 12 snaps behind center. 7 for 12, 66 yards. And the Pats will have an opportunity here on 1st and 10 after the penalty. The Pats in field goal range. Both teams with timeouts. The snap, the handoff. He'll be smothered and covered for 3 yards. We'll check on this game as we get closer to a conclusion for it. As the Pats have 1 timeout remaining. It's 2nd and 4. Kiner up the middle for Vegas for 5 yards. Pardon me, gets the 5 yards from Vegas. It'll be 2nd and 4 with 6:44 left to play. Timeout taken by Arizona. So we will head back after the loss. It'll be 3rd and 13. In the shotgun, it's Morton. Snap from Morton. Oh, pardon me, this is 2nd down. That will make it 3rd down. The intended pass to Palmer. Curry breaking that one up. And it looks like now the Pats will just try to set up for 4th down. A timeout called by Indianapolis. Coming up here on 3rd down. They'll probably call a timeout here if the play is successful. A handoff to Larson. Larson will gain 3 yards. And that will be the timeout called by Indianapolis, their first charge timeout. They have 2 left. And it'll be, we'll head back to Arizona to Las Vegas real quick. It'll be 2nd and 4. It looks like Borregales will be going for the scoring play. Borregales will try to tie this one. Oh, pardon me, try to clinch this one for New England at home. Borregales from the 31. Launches this one, and it's no good. It is no good with 10 seconds left on the clock. The 49-yard field goal attempt leaves the Pats fans wanting, like their coach on the dock of the bay. So we will head back to Arizona. Gonna need a new puppy after that one. It'll be 3rd and 3. Kiner with the 3-yard run. Before that, Kiner made it 2nd and 6 on 3rd and 3. That is enough for a first down. Sorey and Crawford. Oh, no, it's not enough for a first down. So it'll be 4th and 1. And the offense will make a quick change. They will stay out on the field. In the red zone. 4th and 1 at the 10-yard line. And it'll be a false start on Sean Bowman. A costly penalty, the 4th penalty for Arizona. Their 4 penalties, 25 yards. In comparison to the 8 penalties from Vegas, 75 yards. And what should be a chip shot field goal for Ryland. That one, we missed a big kick from Spencer Schrader to tie that one up in in New England. The kick from Ryland, and that one is no good. That is wide right. It is an epidemic. Either these kickers are making bombs or they're missing missable kicks. Points left off the board here in the 4th. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's go back over to New England as we will see the end of regulation with 1 second left to go. It'll be 3rd and 4 on the Indianapolis 45-yard line. Actually, no, we're going to switch back to, because that missed field goal doesn't take any time off. It'll be 1st and 10 for Las Vegas. O'Connell with a man in motion. The snap. O'Connell in trouble. Avoids the pressure. Throws it deep, and it's caught by Las Vegas. Williams will get into Cardinal territory, cross the Rubicon, and get 41 yards. O'Connell to Williams, pushed out of play by Love. And Indianapolis and New England will walk out with a gentleman's tie. Field goal to tie it. Borregales couldn't get the field goal to win. 1st and 10. O'Connell in trouble. Thrown, and that one is caught. 12 yards to Roberts. Another first down, as it feels like the Raiders have a bit of a rhythm. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. O'Connell feels the pressure thrown to Roberts, and that one is incomplete. 3 plays so far, 53 yards for the Raiders. Down 27-14, showing some fight here, but with no timeouts and only the 2-minute warning to save them. Hard to see the Raiders walking out of their first preseason game with the dub on a Thursday night. But an impressive scramble here by O'Connell. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Arizona 24-yard line. In the shotgun. Pressure coming from Arizona. O'Connell feels the heat, throws the ball intended for Williams, and that one won't go, and it will be third down. 5 plays, 43 yards, in a minute of game time. 4:08 left to go. The Cardinals have not scored since the third quarter. The Raiders have not scored since a Fernando Mendoza to Jack Beck 6-yard play at 3:13 in the second quarter. And ever since then, it has been all Arizona, whose 2 touchdowns in the second quarter have set the deficit. And O'Connell smothered, covered, and brought down for 10 yards. And that one will make it 4th and 22. Yikes. Fucking yikes. They will go for it on 4th and 20. The snap from O'Connell. O'Connell will throw this one to Dorsett, and that one is incomplete. And the Cardinals will get the ball. As much like a blunt at a dead show, this one's being passed around between both teams. And much like a... No, I won't even go there. No one scoring, though. With 3:36 left to play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Arizona. The last score in this game came at the 4:29 mark of the third quarter when Chad Ryland hit a 40-yard field goal. Ever since then, Ryland's missed a field goal. The Raiders have missed a field goal. And there have not been a touchdown since our first half. The Cardinals got all their scoring done early, 1st and 10. The handoff to Hull. Hull will gain about a yard, and it will be 2nd and 9. Hull 3 carries, 6 yards so far. It'll be 2nd and 9. At one point, the Raiders their win probability was 66.3%. That was the highest, according to the worldwide leader. 66.4, pardon me, was their highest. Now it's 99.6 in the direction of Arizona. 2nd and 8. Rightfully, 2nd and 9. Hall will get it again. And that one will make it 3rd and 8. A 1-yard gain as the clock will continue to wind down towards our 2-minute warning. Probably the last play before our 2-minute warning. It'll be 3rd and 8. Arizona with a 13-point lead, but looking to walk out of Vegas with a few more points. You don't want to leave Vegas empty-handed. If you can get as much as you can, get as much as you can. The over of this game was 41.5. It'll be 3rd and 7. The handoff to Kiner, and Kiner will bust loose. Kiner not being put in the corner as he will gain 15 yards, and that should take us to our 2-minute warning. 27-14 is your score as we start to wind things down here in the desert. Can the Cardinals add more to their tally, or will the Raiders find a way to get a stop and maybe set the momentum for week 2 a little bit more in their favor? We'll find out as the Arizona Cardinals 27, the Las Vegas Raiders 14. You're watching the National Football League on the Creator Sports Network.
Goes ape over New York. The Giants win the pennant at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the Wiz on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free t-shirts, thermoses, mugs, and frisbees. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sony pocket-sized Watchman TV. Unbeatable at $119 on this deluxe portable 5-inch. Unstoppable at $59 on this Crown AM/FM stereo double cassette breakaway. Unbelievable. Out all 13 Wiz stores.
97 WYNY. WINY. Live to the music. 97 WINY FM.
It's a crazy Eddie blowout. Eddie's not playing with a full deck because he's practically giving away TVs, VCRs, microwave ovens, stereo rack systems, video camcorders, anything and everything in home entertainment, and lots of home appliances too. Remember, we will not be undersold. We cannot be undersold, and we mean it. It's a Crazy Eddie blowout blitz, and Crazy Eddie's going nuts with his lowest sale prices ever. See Crazy Eddie now. His blowout blitz sale prices are...
New York's most entertaining sports team has moved to 66 on your AM dial.
I'm Mr. Lamorne, WFAN.
Miss, you don't know anything about sports. Why don't you get off the radio?
Oh, hi, Pete. Pete Franklin, afternoons here at WFAN.
Great, you don't know a pick-off from a kick-off, a bunt from a punt. The Mets from the Jets.
Oh, yeah, well, ask my close personal friend, Daryl Raspberry.
Raspberry, it's strawberry dump.
You don't have to be a sports nut to enjoy New York's most entertaining sports team on the new Sports Radio 66 AM WFAN.
After the 2-minute warning, it's 27-14. The Cardinals in the lead. Matt Ryan here with you on the Creator Sports Network, powered by Fan Live, bringing you the NFL like you've never seen it before. You're seeing real-time 3D plays, every angle, every moment, and we're bringing you every game. I'll be back with you next week, taking Friday and Saturday off for real-life job stuff, and also because I want to go see a Marcel Duchamp thing in MoMA, and Friday's the only time I'll be able to go before it closes, and I need to be a New York cultural elitist at least once in my life. So glad you're taking the ride with us. Over 2,700 people have checked us out so far tonight. Shout out to everybody still riding with us. It'll be 1st and 10. And it looks like Slovis will kneel this one out as the clock will wind down. And we will walk out of tonight with the NFL on CSN. Seeing some big plays next Thursday night. Let's take a look at the schedule for next week. Next Thursday night, the Raiders take on Houston. San Francisco takes on Los Angeles. Next Friday night, we'll see the Jets take on Pittsburgh. Carolina take on Jacksonville. Green Bay take on Denver. And a loaded slate on Saturday as Washington will take on Detroit. Buffalo will take on Cleveland. Atlanta at Indianapolis. Baltimore at Minnesota. New Orleans at Los Angeles. New York at Miami. And then in the evening, we have Chicago and Cincinnati, Philadelphia, New England, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Dallas, Arizona. And then Sunday, we wrap things up with Seattle taking on Tennessee at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let me know which games you want to see right here on CSN. See if we'll bring you something on Friday night next week. We'll see what happens. But for all of us here at the Creator Sports Network, I'm Matt Ryan with your final score. As we wind things down here, your final score. The Arizona Cardinals 27, the Las Vegas Raiders 14. The Cardinals go to 1-1 in the preseason, 1-0 on the road. The Raiders fall to 0-1, and again, we'll see them next Thursday night going up against Houston. Houston currently down 27-7 against the Chargers, and the Raiders will hope that's a good omen. Let's go through the final stats. Arizona 368 total yards to the 317 of Las Vegas. Both teams playing clean on offense in terms of turnovers. No turnovers on either side. 23 first downs for Arizona, 16 for the Raiders. Costly 8 penalties slowed up the Raiders' momentum, especially early in the game. Shot Arizona a couple of opportunities at bail on 3rd down to give the Cardinals new life and set up for themselves. 8 penalties for 75 yards, and proportion, it was half the amount of penalties and a quarter of the amount of yards for Arizona. 4 penalties for 25 yards. Arizona on 3rd down was 8 for 15 as opposed to 3rd downs for the Raiders, 7 for 14. Both teams were able to get something done on 4th down, though. 1 for 1 for the Cardinals, 1 for 3 for the Raiders. 3 for 4 in the red zone for the Cardinals, 2 for 3 for the Raiders. And to wrap it all up, time of possession was in the favor of the Cardinals, 34-25 to 25-35 for the Raiders. Leading passer was Gardner Minshew. He was 14 for 16 with 2 touchdowns. Fernando Mendoza, in his first appearance in the National Football League, threw for 97 yards, 10 for 16 and 1 touchdown. And that will be all in Vance with 10 tackles, leading the way for the Raiders and for everyone here. But folks, we will wrap things up here and say thank you so much for spending your Thursday nights with us. Thank you so much, Raven Zachary. Really glad you were able to join us. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the Creator Sports Network. And if you want to do this yourself, you can sign up right now. Find the Creator Sports Network on Instagram and sign up right now if you are a creator and you want to bring the NFL to your audience. You can do it through CSN. But for Fan Live, for the Creator Sports Network, and for myself, Matt Ryan, we say thank you, so long, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. We'll be back with you next week with the National Football League here on the Creator Sports Network.